Should you buy the new UNC Reimagined ones? This shoe is releasing tomorrow, guys, and today we're gonna talk about all the things that you need to know about this shoe prior to the release date. Guys, I know a lot of people wants to know if this shoe is gonna sit or sell, and I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion about it. Who's these shoes for? Since the hype for the Jordan 1 has been dying, the hype, not the shoe, but the hype has been dying. Who's this shoe here for, man? But most importantly, I want to know, how do you feel about the UNC Reimagined ones? That's a real question here, because my opinion, I already know my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you which is my opinion. You probably already know, but we're gonna talk about all the aspect of the shoe, which is good with this one, which is bad. I'm gonna compare this one with the OG ones and with another shoe that is similar to this one. All that, I'm gonna do it on this video, guys. So I think it's time to have fun with it. The UNC Reimagined ones is the newest iteration of the Reimagined concept, and for these shoes, they did the same concept, the same lost and found concept that they used for the Jordan 1 Chicago's Reimagined, the lost and founds. It's the same. We have the same material on this one. Even the box is super similar. As we can see, they just flip the box. We have black at the top and orange at the bottom, and on the box of the Lost and Found Chicago's, we have orange at the top and black at the bottom. But I think it's super cool that the box looks like this, because if you look at these side by side with the Lost and Found Chicago's, you're gonna notice that the materials are the same. On the Lost and Found Chicago's, we have the crack material on the ankle area, on this one too, on the side panel, on this one too, and on the toe, and on this one too. So it's the same concept in both of the shoes. Yes, the H on the midsole on the UNC's is way stronger than the one we have on the Lost and Founds, but I don't think that's something bad. For a lot of people it is, because a lot of you feel like the sail midsole has been played out way too much, and on this one is kind of strong, you know. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of strong. But since I'm a sneakerhead that loves to rock my shoes, this is not a problem for me, because all my shoes eventually end up looking like this, because I love to wear my shoes. And all I'm saying is, this is not a problem for me, okay? It's not a problem. But if you don't like it, it's okay. I always say it, go for what you like. If you don't like something, just don't get it. Let this shoe for people who wants to have the shoe. But don't tell me now that you don't like the crack material on this one, but you will love it on this one, all right? And this was not, all right? The Chicago Lost and Found was not the first shoe that we saw with the crackle material. It was actually this green one. I don't remember the name of this one, Bald or something. Don't remember the name. But it was this shoe here that was not even a reimagined shoe, but this was the one that Nike used to introduce the crackle material. And then a few months later, we saw the Lost and Found Chicago's coming out, and now we have it with this one. Because I think Nike is really trying to replicate what they did with the Lost and Found on this new UNC Lost and Found. I'm gonna call it like that, because it's the same concept. I mean, it's the same. But I'm not saying that the UNC Reimagineds are better than the Chicago's, because they're simply not, okay? The OG UNC's are not better than the OG Chicago's, and same applies to this one. The Reimagined UNC's are not better than the Reimagined Chicago's, because it's simply a more iconic colorway that we have on this one. The Chicago, I think, is the most iconic sneaker ever, and having the reimagined version of it, of course, this one's gonna be the greatest reimagined ever. At least in my opinion, it is. And on this one, we're not having a bad pair, all right? I saw people also saying that, yeah, but they're not better than the OGs. I actually post a video with both of the shoes walking together with both of them swishing them. And yeah, I also agree. The OGs are nicer and cleaner than the Reimagined, but if you don't have these, this is not a bad option. And there's also people like me who have the OGs but also like the Reimagineds. I don't think the Reimagined is a bad sneaker at all, and just by the fact that the OGs are better does not mean that this is trash, okay? Same applies to the Chicago Lost and Found. The OG Chicago's is better than the Lost and Found Chicago's, but does that mean that the Lost and Found's trash? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just love the UNCs, man. I have these. Now I have these. Tomorrow I'm going to try to double up on these because since this is crack material, I want to have two pairs just like I have with the Lost and Founds. But what I'm saying is I have the OG UNCs. I have the Reimagined UNCs. I even have the UNC toes, and I have the UNC's off-white as well. I just love this colorway. You know, every time I see this colorway releasing, I want to have it because I'm a personal fan of the UNC colorways. I love it. It's one of my favorite colorways. And when I see a really good execution on a pair of shoes like these, I just want to have them. It is what it is for me. I want the shoe. But the question is this shoe gonna sit? Is this shoe gonna sell? In my opinion, this shoe won't be a one-day sellout, okay? Just by the fact that the hype for the AJ1s is not there anymore, all right? People are not going for Jordan 1s like they used to. The only ones that are now going for shoes like this are the real fans, people who have always loved the Jordan 1s. Those are the people who are going for shoes like this. Those are the people who appreciate shoes like this. The real fans of the Jordan 1s, we are now living in Haven because we can get shoes like this, iconic colorways like this, pretty easy. And just by the fact that Hypebeast are not chasing these shoes anymore, all right? If Hypebeast sees that Nike limit these shoes and they can make some profit of it, they gonna love it. They ain't gonna be saying things like, don't buy these shoes. Don't waste your money on these shoes. These shoes gonna flop. These shoes gonna break. Nah, you know, Hypebeast only love hype sneakers. So they gonna talk trash about these shoes. They gonna tell you not to buy it because they can't make money off this shoe. But if you like the shoe, my recommendation is go get the shoe tomorrow, and if the shoe goes on sale, then you return your pair and buy it again for the low price. Because getting a shoe for a pretty good deal is never a bad thing, all right? I'm not against that. That's not what I'm saying, okay? If you can get the shoe for a pretty good discount, especially a good one like this, I think you're just winning, all right? It's a win-win situation. Buying a great pair of shoes like this on sale, you're only winning. You have a good shoe with good history behind it, with a really dope concept like the Reimagined, in my opinion. For the low, you're just winning. That's my opinion. The shoe's gonna sit or sell. That's about to be seen tomorrow. I don't think the shoe's gonna perform bad when it comes to the in-store selling, but I don't see these shoes selling the first day. But with Nike and the way they've been moving this year, you know that they're not throwing a lot of pairs out there anymore. Shoes are more limited than they used to. I'm not saying this one will be extremely limited, but just be careful. You know, if you want it, don't slip on it. Go get it tomorrow. And like I told you, if the shoe goes on sale, then return your pair and buy it again for the low price. That's my absolute best recommendation when it comes to this one. Sizing on this one, in case you want to know, true size, same regular size you always do in Jordan 1s. Do the same on this one, guys. And you're going to have a pretty good shoe that also looks good on feet. But that's just my recommendation. Go for the shoe. Don't slip on it if you want it. If you don't want it, wait for others. There will be a lot of good shoes releasing this month and for the remainder of the year. So just be smart and go for the things that you like. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Share your thought with me about these UNC Reimagined ones. Are you going to go for these? Or are you going to pass? Let me know how you feel about this shoe. And what else can I say, man? Oh, by the way, leave a like for your boy. Haters are not going to do it, all right? So if you appreciate your boy, just leave a like. That's going to help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. So leave a like for your boy. And if you want to see more of my content, but outside of YouTube, make sure to follow me right here on my Instagram, JasonJKicks. I'm always uploading videos, picture, the sneaker information like shock drop, early access, all the upcoming releases. Yeah, going to know about that first right here on my Instagram, JasonJKicks. Thank you again for watching, guys, and until the next one tomorrow on my pick a block, because I told you I'm gonna double up on this one. Goodbye.